Hello, America. I'm Thomas Paine, and this is Common Sense. Today, we're going to talk about racism. First of all, racism. What is it? Racism is a belief that one color of skin has a different value than another color of skin. That's all it is. It's a belief. Who has racism? In 100% of the cases, it's people. So everyone that you consider to be a racist is actually, and I know this is going to upset a lot of people, every person that you think is a racist is actually a person with a belief. Now, where does this belief come from? That one color of skin is better than another color of skin, or worse than another color of skin? It comes from two places. It's either taught by a loved one, or it's a conclusion that's jumped to through a traumatic experience. An example of this is in World War II when Americans were fighting in Japan and they saw the atrocities of war committed upon them and their brothers in arms. They developed racism against Japanese. And it was a coping mechanism for them to survive, and it was a decision they made at that moment. It's understandable, right? What about the other kind? People that are taught. That must be bad, right? You shouldn't teach people racism. But if somebody learns racism through either way, and then they're around someone of influence, like they raise them, aren't those kids likely to pick up what their parents and their grandparents believe? It's not bad. It's how parenting works. It's how influencing works. Let me check my notes here. So, what keeps racism around? Well, fighting racism keeps racism around. Making people wrong for being racist keeps racism around. There's no time when you believed a certain thing, and I don't care what the belief was, whether it was a racist belief, whether it was a religious belief, whether it was a political belief, whether it was a belief that mushrooms are terrible. Nobody ever changed your mind by saying you're wrong. All that made you do was grip onto that belief tighter and become more resolute, no matter how ridiculous the belief was. You want to end racism? Stop the zero tolerance policy on racists. Let racists be racists. Don't shun them. Don't attack them. Be around them. Be a model. Give them the opportunity to see that other races are not less. Other races are entirely comprised of people, and people are great when they choose to be great. So what doesn't work? Making them wrong. What does work? Letting them be open about it and giving them an example that they can see and have an open mind about. Won't work immediately. Some cases it won't work at all. It is the only thing that does work. So to get rid of racism, which you cannot do because you get racism from being taught or having a traumatic experience and making a decision, those things will always happen. So there will be a new generation, and some people will choose to be racist. That's okay. They don't have to stay racist. Show them a better way. I'm Thomas Paine, and that's Common Sense. Now, this is the point where I'm supposed to say like the video. So if you liked it, please hit the like on the video. Please hit subscribe. Please share. These are all very good things as far as I'm concerned. Most importantly, talk about racism. Talk about the ideas that I've presented here, even if you disagree with them. Go ahead and make me wrong to everyone you know, and then talk to more people, make new friends, and make me wrong about this. Talk about this. It's the only way to do anything. I'm Thomas Paine, and that's Common Sense.